Hey everybody, it's Angela Molson352, and I'm just here with another process video. This one's going to be of some popovers that I made, and I'm just going to mat it on some October Afternoon Farm Girl paper. It's called Pie Tin, and I'm using the black back side of it to mat my photos, and then I'm going to use the front side of it to make a column of floral paper down the center of my paper. And that background paper is from the crate paper. I believe it's the On Trend. No, it's the Style Board, and it's called Pretty Palette. It has the big watercolor dots on the other side. And so I'm just edging that October Afternoon paper with a little bit of black ink. And there are my 3 photos. And these are popovers I did using a pan that I just won off of eBay. Well, I won it a while ago, but I just decided to scrapbook the photos now. And I want to add some interest to that background paper that was more specific to my theme. And so I pulled out a bunch of stamps and this little recipe card, which is from Little Yellow Bicycle. Then I just have a typed up version of my recipe for the popovers there. And then I have these TPC Studio stamps that are kitchen themed. And I'm just going to kind of mark where that center column of photos is. And then I'm going to do some stamping around the page. And I'm just using some Hampton Art black ink and my stamp pad. And that TPC Studio stamp set actually has a popover pan in it. So that was pretty cool. And it's got a wood cook stove, so I put that down towards the bottom. I'm doing kind of 3 loose clusters of stamping in the top right, the center left, and the bottom right. And I've just got rolling pins, mixing bowls, the stove, and then I'm going to take this Cocoa Daisy stamp set, and I think it has yum and delicious, so a few descriptive words in there. And then I also have a wooden stamp that just says made with love, and it has a rolling pin on it. And I think that was just out of a clearance thing, one that I got one time. And it says the kitchen is the heart of the home. That's the other one. That's another TPC Studio stamp. And so I'm just deciding if I'm going to let my photos, kind of overlap the sides or keep them all within that center column. And I think I keep them all within because I'm going to layer a few things. So then I decide I better clean up my stamps while I'm doing it, because otherwise they'll get put away dirty or I'll forget them or something. And so I'm just cleaning those up with a baby wipe. Putting my recipe card underneath there. I'm just going to use that for a little bit of journaling and then for the color. And I'm going to commit to that center column of paper. Has kind of the same reds in it. And put my photos down. And I don't put them on exactly straight. I want them to be a little bit off. And then there's my recipe, and I edged that in black as well. And that just kind of offsets the recipe. So I have a few things in white, even though most of the other things are cream based. Those stamps are the new Kelly Perky Mon Ami stickers from Basic Gray, the Mon Ami stickers. And they do have quite a few little food things on there. It has a sticker that says foodie, and it has that fork and knife. And then there's that sticker that just says the good stuff, and that one there called love. And so I go ahead and use those. Even though it's not all themed for food, it had a few things in there, and I liked the colors. And then I'm just trying to decide where I want it. And then I also pull off that circle from there. And I think that's all I use from that sticker sheet. I'm not sure at this point what else I'm going to add, so I think I have gone off to get some. Oh no, I'm looking through. I have that little yellow bicycle journal tablet. There is where I got the recipe card from. I have some Farm Girl tidbits from October afternoon, and then these jelly bean soup die cuts, which I don't wind up using any of. I look through here, but I can't find any more that I want to use on this layout. So then I pull open the tidbits from October afternoon, and the colors are really good. So I find a few things out of there that I can layer around and pull those off. And I like that red tab to kind of dress up the actual recipe, because then it matches the recipe card a little better. So I'm just deciding where I'm going to put it. If I'm going to put it on the end or the top. And I do decide to put it along the top, and I don't know whether to put it that way or that way. And I like it with the heavier end kind of in towards that column and overlapping the love sticker that's already there. So it kind of pulls all those elements together. And then I'm looking at putting a third thing up there so that there would be an arrow pointing to each photo. But in the end, I decide I don't really need that. I like that Good Life circle, the Good Life, but I wasn't quite sure. I think I do use it eventually. So I go and pull out a bunch of sticker letters, and I've got some thickers and some other sheets. And I love these thickers. I wish I could have used them, but they were just too big. So I have this sheet, and I can't think off the top of my head who this sheet is. They were on clearance at Blue Moon Scrapbooking once, a whole bunch of them for like $1 a sheet. So I went and got a whole bunch of sheets of them in different colors. So I like the size of this one, and I like that red color matched really well. So I just decide to line it up on the top of that recipe card on the top. And I'm using my kind of dental pick type thing there to help position the letters. And I got a bunch of those different picks with different shapes at Harbor Freight. So if you're ever looking for those, there I put that other Good Life circle on top of that other sticker. And then I play around with maybe adding some other stuff, but then I think, you know what, I think I'm pretty done. I decide to go in and fill out my journaling so I can see how it looks, and then I'll decide after that if it needs more. I'm just writing in the circle that I won the popover pan off of eBay. I had been looking for a long time for one of those pans, and I had kept telling my husband that I wanted one, and he's like, yeah, okay, whatever, go ahead and get one. I don't think he knew what popovers were. He had never tried one. And so I finally got the pan, and I really wanted to make popovers and made it. And he ate them. He just about died. He thought those were the greatest things ever. So he was like, we need to get another pan so you can do 2 pans at a time. So he really liked them. And they're really easy to make. And so I'm just going through and doing some loose outlining on a few of these other sticker elements since I didn't ink the edges of them. And just around that tab, and nothing great, just really loose. And that is the end of my layout. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Talk to you later. Bye.